awesome artists, and welcome to fourth quarter. This is the first week of fourth quarter, and we have a new project inspired by a new artist. His name is Roy Litchenstein, and he is an artist who's no longer alive, but his artworks are still very popular, and they can be seen at a lot of different museums. He was inspired by something called pop culture, and pop culture is what we see in movies, in TV shows, in books, in comics that is popular to the time. He was inspired by comics a lot, and you can see that in these pieces. This week, we will also be inspired by the comics that he was inspired by. We are inspired by this piece that he did, and he likes to do these boom, pop, wham, those kind of bubbles that you see in cartoons when the good guy's beating up the bad guy. So we're going to do one of those. I picked my word to be pop, and you see the spiky bubble around it going poof, to make it look like it is doing that sound. You could do this word, or you can do some other words. You could do boom, you could do pow, it's up to you. But I'm going to show you how to do the bubble letters and how to do all these zigzag things. And then once we outline it, you'll be able to color it in with whatever colors you would like. Let's get started. My paper is horizontal. I'm starting off with pencil. And I'm writing the word pop, P-O-P, with an exclamation point. Remember, you could choose another word if you'd like. This project is a little bit like a project we did all the way back in September. But to make bubble letters, we are going to pretend like our first lines were the skeleton, and we are going to add lines all the way around each line. If you need to, pause to catch up, but after I have the skin and the clothes on each letter, I'm erasing those skeleton lines, and that will give us our bubble letter. There we go. After you're happy with your pencil of your word, it is time to go over that line with either a black marker or a black crayon. I'm using a black Sharpie. This is an expert level tip, but after you do Sharpie, you erase it, and that erases those little pencil lines, and it makes your piece look like you did it perfect on the first try. The next step is to add our pop art zigzag line all the way around. I did that in pencil first, and when I was happy with it, I went back over with black. And I did that on all of those pencil lines. Then you'll go and add a new set of those spiky pencil lines behind that first spiky shape. And the second set is more like triangles. They fit in between those first spikes. And you guessed it, after you are done with those pencil lines, you're going to go back over with Sharpie on all of those lines. Remember, you can pause this to catch up because this is going fast. After you have your two sets of spiky lines, it's time for this new kind of line. And it is a little spiky, but it's like waves, like an ocean wave. And it just goes around the whole shape. Mine kind of runs off on some edges, and that's okay. But I did pencil first, and then I'm going in with my black marker. After that, this is another expert level tip, is to erase the whole thing if you use Sharpie, because it will erase the pencil lines, but it keeps the Sharpie. Great work on it so far. That was the hardest part. So now it's just like a coloring sheet, and mine's going super duper fast because you know how to color in, and I can't wait to see the colors you chose and how you used it. Remember, use whatever supplies you have. Crayons, color pencils, markers, watercolors. If you have it, you can use it. If you don't have what I'm using, that's okay. Use what you do have. But the whole page should be all filled with color. Way to go. I can't wait to see your action pop or boom. So make sure you take a photo of it and submit it in Seesaw so I can see what you've done. I hope you had fun. Bye!